This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you want better mental health? Then BetterHelp is for you. It is affordable, accessible, and most importantly, personalized online therapy. There is a special offer to the Lucy Pod listeners. You can get 10% off your first month of professional therapy at betterhelp.com/thelucypod. That's better, HELP.com/thelucypod. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Please remember that the Lucy Pod is not a replacement for professional medical advice. If you have questions or concerns about your own amazing brain, please speak to a medical professional. I wish to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which I speak to you all today, the peoples of the Kulin Nation. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Welcome back, everyone, to the Lucy Pod. So this is the next part of the conversation, and it's just going to be with Lois. We're going to talk a bit more about ADHD and PMS because it's a lot. It's a lot. I was gonna ask, do you have that thing? I love that you have that thing called rejection sensitive dysphoria, where if someone says, "No, I don't like what you've written," or "No, I don't agree," it's like, oh, you hate, you take it so personally.
Yes.
And when you're on a period, it's even worse. Okay, so you have it. So tell me about that.
Yes, no, oh my gosh, it can even be of the simplest things. I remember, maybe, I think it was during a shift, and, I knew that I wasn't supposed to do this, so I didn't do it, but I did ask anyway just to be helpful, and I got told, no, you're not supposed to do it, and I was just like, oh, but I was just trying to be nice. I knew that it wasn't meant to be in a mean way or anything.
Yeah.
But I think it was just me overthinking, oh my God, I know I would never do that. Why did I even ask that? That is so stupid, Lois.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And then, little things like that, or, someone might say something, and they might say it in a tone that necessarily wasn't,
yes.
I perceived it in a different tone.
Yes.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yes.
And I was
and you just take it, and it's not, and I don't want people to confuse it with you can't take constructive criticism. If I give someone, I do creative writing, so I give people my work all the time, and they, comment on it, they say what they like and don't like. That couldn't bother me. I don't care about feedback on that. But when it's something in a general conversation, I'll say, oh, I really loved that movie, and someone goes, oh, I didn't like it. And I know this sounds childish, people might think, get over it. It's like, oh my God, so you don't like me.
Yeah,
so I should not like them.
I'm a terrible person.
You really, no, but it's true. And I think, and people are probably rolling their eyes at this being like, no, just admit it, you're immature. But it's this, you take it really you take it to heart. And I find on my period, it then just becomes a self-hatred thing. You think, oh my God, I'm just the worst. And you cry, and I cry. And it's no.
Straight up.
He just didn't want to eat salad, Lucy. It's not because he hates you. He just didn't want to have salad that night. But you really
really have to fight through it and actually just look, this is a bigger picture. They didn't mean it like this. Let's just not get into that downward spiral. And that's why I try to journal a bit more often, because I know that my thoughts get to the best of me. And I'm if I journal it down, then I can kind of actually have a better picture and open up my eyes, have a bit of HD lenses.
Yeah.
And just be okay, look, they didn't mean it like that, okay? Lois,
yeah, they literally don't. And you look back, and it's terrible because it's in the moment. I think for ADHD, living with ADHD, how do I put this without sounding sad? It's always a constant state of not a bit of regret. That sounds terrible, but obviously I love being it. But when you're in those moments and then afterwards, it's it hits you and you're it was just.
Yeah. Straight up.
It's you're constantly battling with regret. I know that sounds really dark, but it's.
I feel you're spot on.
Constant fuck, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, why did I do it like that? Why didn't I realize it in the moment? Yeah. But in the moment, it's this blind sort of.
Just tunnel vision, and then someone maybe explains and then see the problem with that as well is because then I feel bad. Because I get into a downward spiral because I'm a people pleaser, like Claire was saying. And I'm just oh my God, that's me too.
I'm the opposite. Maybe I should be more of a people pleaser.
But I get into a spiral of, oh my God, I am a terrible person. I'm going to apologize to this person because, they rejected me in this situation. Then I over-explain myself, or I say sorry for something that maybe I didn't necessarily do, but I think that that's what they thought that I did.
Yeah.
And then they're I didn't mean it in that way, sister.
And
It's
you're like,
fine.
really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're lying. And it's,
Literally.
yeah. No,
And
no,
I'm
no.
like, oh.
I
Wow.
find that as well. But it's interesting you say with friends, because I am very good with my moods around my friends. Like, I hang out with my friends when I'm in the worst mood and no one will ever know it. I go to work, sometimes I'm in the foulest mood. You wouldn't know. The people who have to bear the brunt of this are my lovely parents and lovely Trent. So it's interesting that you're like, nah, all gloves are off, even with my mates.
Oh, no.
Couldn't care. See, with me, it's like absolutely not, because I would slap my friends if they were rude to me before they. I'd be like, "You're snappy? You're snappy? Right. Well, take it home." But that is interesting that with your friends, that in a way, that's good that you feel comfortable enough to yell at them. Feel comfortable enough to just rip it. But that is interesting. Do you find that you take on other people's moods when you're on your period? Like, I'm hypersensitive when I'm on my period, and I then tend to take on other people's emotions. Like, okay, I'm at work with someone who's in a really foul mood. I need to just kind of sit and take that on and let them be. Or you like, no, I'm going to continue as normal, because I find I take off of people's moods. But I don't know if that's an ADHD thing, and not in like an empath sort of way. Like, I'm not saying that I'm an empath. I'm an empath. I have to take it on, because otherwise I don't feel comfortable. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. I feel like I have to kind of like kind of what you're saying, not necessarily embody them, but kind of tone down my, like, if I'm coming in being really like hyper, I have to kind of tone it down a bit.
Which is really unfair.
Which is definitely unfair, because then it's like I'm putting all this physical energy to, like, get onto their level, and then I come home and I crash, and then I wonder why I crash, because I've used all this like mental energy to work this out. And, keep my personality at bay, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yep, absolutely. Like, you don't embody it, but you kind of go, well, she looks like she's about to scream if I ask her a question, so I better just make myself very small so that they don't react to my ADHD-ness. But and I think that's also, that might actually be a people-pleasing aspect, like masking your ADHD in certain situations, which can be so draining, especially when you're on your period. It's
so draining. Like, it will be really
she froze.
Really hard, especially if I'm like, if I'm on my period and then I'm working with somebody new, like maybe, for example, on placement, I'm working with a new buddy nurse, and it takes me a while to kind of settle in a bit. So I kind of have to, like, explain it to them sometimes, or sometimes I don't, and then I do something, and then I'm like, oh, well, if you might be getting annoyed at me, but please don't. But this is why. This is why. I sometimes find it really hard. I'm sorry. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, that's fair. Okay, fine.
And I think most people should and are pretty. Like, they're pretty. I mean, you would hope.
Right, yeah.
You'd hope. You'd hope so. And then.
But I've had good experiences most of the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you gonna say to someone like, oh, well, I don't care. Like, screw you and
straight up.
and your symptoms. I would hope so. The other thing I wanted to ask you is, what ADHD symptom or symptoms do you find are the worst before your period? And why do you think that is?
Impulsivity.
In what way? In what way?
Like when it comes to, like, lashing out, saying things that you don't mean, and that comes back into it, and then, like, or, like, even sometimes just doing things. Like, sometimes I'm just like, well, stuff it, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Or, stuff it, I've done that.
Yeah.
And then I think back and I'm like, oh, I should.
Why did I do that? Why did I do that? And you're just like,
yeah.
How does it, so, and during your period, do you find yourself, like, standard, or is it also during your period you're like, I lash out?
No, during my period, I kind of, like, ease out. Like, I'm a bit more mellow. I think it's leading up to it. It's like this massive big bang, and then it comes to the first day of getting my period, and it's like, oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, I'm in a state of euphoria when I get my period. I feel really great afterwards. I'm on this sort of high. I'm like, oh, great. I'm on my period. I'm all organized, all clean. Okay, I'm going to go for my walk. I'm going to drink my tea. Like, it's a new person, but I feel like...
See, that's me. Yeah.
I feel like I've become a shell. So after your period...
That's when I finish. When I finish, and I'm on, like, my last day, or, like, it's getting really, really light, I'm just like, yep, I'm good now. Like, I'm back to square one. Let's go.
There you go. And then you have to
Yeah.
like do the cycle all over again of feeling like, yeah, an absolute monster. But do you find that it alters your personality, or do you think it just enhances the bad parts of your personality? Because obviously we've all got flaws, but do you find that it changes you, or it just heightens your flaws and ADHD symptoms?
I think it definitely heightens it. I don't think it necessarily changed it. Or just to clarify as well, because we're talking about how like sometimes I can get really emotional with my friends. I don't necessarily lash out at them. I just kind of was like, I don't know. I get a bit like
Upset.
and
Yeah.
or just like
Vulnerable.
like I just don't know how to maybe like express my feelings, and then I keep to myself a bit more, or like, and then but anyway, that's just to kind of
No.
But yeah, like what else? What was I saying? Oh my god.
That it doesn't change you, it heightens.
Yeah.
You're like, what was I saying?
It just definitely heightens my symptoms, and then I feel like, I don't know, I'm going crazy. Like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is this? I'm not normally like this. We're a bit better than this. What is this?
You feel a bit crazy. And the reason I asked, do you think it changes you, is because in the moment, I think that it has taken over me and it's not me. But then after I come out of it, and it's like, nah, Lucy, you are already impatient. So your PMS just heightens all the gross qualities about you, and it sort of picks them up. But in the moment, I really do feel like this is a personality disorder. Like, I genuinely feel as if, not to self-diagnose, not to trivialize, but I almost feel like my brain splits. Like, there's Lucy without a period or without a cycle, and Lucy with a cycle. And Lucy with a cycle is rude, irritable, and just off the planet. It's
even just how easy like something can tick you off,
and you
then
switch.
You go, like, you're literally like monster mode, and then you come back and you're back to like full relaxed mode, and it's like, what do I have? Like, what's going on? Is something actually wrong with me, or is this just PMS?
It's a battle. You really start to think, is it this? Is it PMS? And every time it's the same battle in my head, and I know my period's coming. Like, I have an app that tells me you are going to have PMS, but I'm still in the PMS going, nah.
PMS, exactly.
This is you deny it. Like, Clue is very accurate, and Clue knows. Like, right now I'm in the middle of PMSing, and last week I was sooking, I was angry, and then I looked at the app and like, your PMS is coming. Like, nah.
Thanks.
No.
Thanks. This is great.
This is great. And then I look at it again and go, nah, I'm just crazy. Nah, I'm just you really start.
It's like, oh, I'm not even close. Okay.
Yeah. It's even worse when you're like, this is PMS, like when you have clarity, and then you look at your app and you go, I just stopped my period.
This ain't it. This is just me.
This is something.
An off day today.
This is something more. And do you find that you want people to stay away from you, or do you need them to be around you? Like, do you tend to push Mitch away, or do you want him there? Because I try to be like, maybe stay away from me because I'm a bit radioactive right now. Or do you find like, no, I need you here. I want you here during this time.
I don't know. I think I'm more, I definitely tend to push people away a bit more. Like, I like to be a bit more to myself. Like, Mitch will want to be all cuddly, and I'm just like, nah,
get off me. Go away.
Get off.
Just stop. And it's not because I'm a cold, sociopathic human being. I love it, but
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to, you just want to stay away from people. But I hate the fog that it brings. I really hate the fog.
The fog is terrible.
It's so
and that's
bad.
something I definitely need to work on, to be a bit more self-aware of when it happens, because then it's like, well, it makes sense. I know that it's coming now. I know that's coming, but
But in the moment, it's the impulsivity. But it's such an ADHD thing. You're so prepared. Okay, if I don't do this, I'm getting into trouble. But then you just still do it.
You still do it. Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm still trying to get better at that. Like, now, I'm not at high school anymore, so I don't need to be like told off or anything. And I'm a pretty obedient human being, but there's still certain things that it's like, Lucy, you are on your period, you're gonna snap. Just don't, like, just stop it. But I'm always prepared, and then when it happens, it's like
it's just like, well, there it goes.
What are we gonna do? How do we deal with this? Is there gonna be a medication invented to fix this?
honestly, like, there should be one day, hopefully, please.
Because they're like birth control. But you know what? I don't know. I've always had positive experiences with birth control, but I know so many people that haven't, and I don't think adding hormones to hormones is the solution.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think that's going to help. I don't know. And then sometimes I think to myself, should I up my medication so that the PMS won't be so bad? But
then you get more side effects. Do you get more side effects
I
when you up your dose? No.
I'm very resilient. I'm very lucky that I'm very
Yeah.
resilient to medications. But who knows? You know, now that I've grown, maybe it would add more side effects. Like it's so hard to sort of to
like
grapple
find
with.
an equal balance as well. Because then, that's that other thing. It's like, oh, well, will this dose work for me? Will it be too much? Will it be too little? You know, like...
Yeah, and you
know
don't
what I
want to
mean?
start like playing with your doses. Like I don't recommend playing with your medication. If you want to change your doses, talk to your doctor. Don't don't be, you know, starting anything else because, you know, it can be damaging. But you just think, maybe I should just drink more water.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, maybe I'm just dehydrated. Maybe I'm just hungry. Like, maybe it's just that. No.
Like, I feel like everyone hates me. Maybe I should drink a glass of water.
That's gonna fix it all.
That's just gonna make it all. But like sometimes even like people are mad. They go, "Have you tried going for a walk?" It's like, do you think that a walk is gonna help?
By now.
It's like saying to people with ADHD, like, go for a walk and you'll like feel better to focus.
I know. I'm just like, girl.
I wish.
Man,
I wish.
I wish.
It's. This is giving me so much to think about.
People could just see it from our lens and just understand what it's like.
It's so hard to explain. It's so
hard to explain.
It's because, you know, it's already hard to explain what it's like having a period, and then on top of that, explain to people, okay, and here's how being ADHD affects it. Like, it's so.
And it's like, but doesn't everyone get that?
No.
Get it.
No. You don't get it. And, you know, I've tried, and I think people are well-meaning, like they don't want to freak you out. Like I've said to a few people in my life, you know, I'm worried about how my PMS affects me, and they're like, but babe, you know, it happens to everyone. It's like, I know you're saying that because you want me to feel good, and I appreciate it, but no, I don't. No, it like there's someone living inside me, like, you know. You watch like The Conjuring, and you think, like, you know how they behave like when people be possessed, like they, you know, shut out from the world. They start like being rude to people, climbing on the walls. I'm like, that's me. I just need a priest to say my demonic name.
You are possessed.
You are possessed. Bathsheba, exit this woman. And I'm like, okay.
I'm dead.
Because even my mum used to say to me, like, not that my PMS used to be bad, now it's better, but my mum used to be like, you've got the moon inside of you. Like, the full moon, like, you're acting like a werewolf. Because it's like,
oh my God,
you've got the werewolf inside you. Or my grandpa would say, you have La Luna, you've got the moon, you've got, like, the moon over you, you've got something in, and it's true, because you just...
You see that, like, cartoon, like, visual, like, it's just like, oh yeah, the cartoon with, like, the cloud on the head and the rain coming down. That is me.
Or, like, even the moon in that cartoon with the bear. Do you remember the one with the big blue...
The bear in the big blue house?
The house?
Is that what we're talking
I
about?
think of the moon. That's me. Man, this is... This sad moon, or like the blue bear, like, just...
what was another analogy? I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, what do you have? Like, what are your analogies for, like, you know, I'm having one of those moments. I'm having one of those moments.
No, I used to, when I was younger, when I did get my period for the first time, my friends and I, we started making names for our periods, and mine was Betty. So
Betty,
we
that's
communicate
beautiful.
with each other and be like, Betty's in town. Stay away, guys.
Betty.
Like, Betty's in town. All right.
I love that, Betty. What a classic name. Like, such a nut. Like, Betty, Aunt Flo. Mine was called Rihanna. Right. I used to call mine Rihanna in primary school. Like, so I have the Rihanna, and people would be like, glamorous. Because you don't want to be like, period is such an ugly word. Like, it's so, it's like, I have Rihanna. Like, that's so. I like
that.
It's Rihanna, chic. Yeah. It's chic to bleed. It's chic to be moody, you know. And then another one was chocolate. Like, I'd say, oh my God, I've got so much chocolate. Like, I've got such...
I love it.
Coming up with code names. Because other words, like, you know, the crimson wave, it's kind of gross. Like, the crimson wave. That's disgusting. Or like the blob.
Yeah.
Boys use that a lot, like, oh, she's on the blob.
She's on the blob. I've never heard that one before.
I think it might be like an English term and me watching the In-Betweeners too much. Like, oh, she's got the blob. Oh, she's on her blobs. Or rags. That's such an Aussie word. Oh, she's got her rags.
That's disgusting.
I think it's because like pads used to be rags. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that's so bad.
It's just not.
Imagine not having access to like proper period products.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And look, it's really a big thing. Sorry, this is like jumping the gun a bit.
No.
Thinking about how like happy and grateful I was when at one point I'm pretty sure our uni was providing free pads in the toilets.
Oh.
Yeah, so they just had a massive, the student association at the time, they had a massive basket for people who needed it. And yeah, they just put it in, and yeah, if you needed one and you didn't have any for the day,
so
you've got some there. You don't have to go pay for it. Make pads free, like they make condoms free. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
No, I agree with that. I think that because I remember when I was using pads, I did not realize how expensive they were. Like it is so pricey, and then it's like, oh, then just use tampons. Tampons are even worse, and they give you toxic shock at times. They're so dangerous, and if you want to get ones that don't have plastic in them and that are organic, it's a joke. Like I there was that article, and it's like how much a woman will spend in her lifetime on pads, and the sum was just like, it's exorbitant. It's
absolutely. And I get the great use of menstrual cups as well, and how.
Oh yeah, I have a menstrual cup. It's the only and obviously you have to have access to it. But if you can and you have access, they are a great alternative. If you're worried about pads or tampons and you don't want to spend money, because it's recurring. Like there's you can buy so many, and then your next period comes and you go, shit, I don't have enough. Like this isn't gonna last me.
Exactly that.
Oh, it's a lot. The mental load. That's
I've started using a lot of those they're not reusable undies. That sounds so weird.
No, the period undies. I use those.
Undies.
They're great. Period undies are fantastic. And people have to stop the I would never like shut up.
It's just like, no, stop. Okay,
Shut up.
Stop. What might work for you might not work for anybody else, and people need to respect that.
And also, they don't even know what they mean by period undies. Like, people think they're just underwear that you bleed in. No, they're specially formulated underwear that make it so that you can wear them and it not be uncomfortable, that it not be smelly. But, like, this idea that your period has to be concealed, it's like blood smells, blood stains.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, yeah. And if you see someone who's got a blood stain, be nice to them and tell them and offer them your jacket instead of being a monster.
Straight up. Instead of being like, you're bleeding.
You're bleeding. It's so juvenile. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. People who behave like that. It's not a vibe. I could do a whole other podcast.
You don't need to make people feel like.
You don't have to make people feel bad about having their period, and then on top of like they're already feeling crappy about dealing with the period, and then you with your stupid preconceived notions making them feel bad. It's not it. It is not it. But do you have any sort of parting words for fellow ADHDers who are struggling with PMS, and we're here like, we have no advice. We're struggling too. Yeah, but what would you say would be something that they should think about? It's like, just live with it.
Yeah, look, honestly, just live with it. Just deal with it.
Live with it. Don't you feel stupid?
No, I think just like even talking about it on the podcast today, like
I feel
something
good.
to be like, learn to be a bit more aware of your PMS symptoms. Like, or just even what you can do to make yourself feel better, and what you can communicate with other people to help make you feel a bit more accommodated for, because there's nothing worse for people to not understand what you're going through, and then maybe you lash out because you are in that PMS window, or you're getting close to your period, or you are on your period, and no one knows why you're being maybe a bit out of touch than what you normally are, like that would be what I would say. And maybe a way for you to do that, like, I don't know, like, I say it again, journal.
No, I think that's a great tool. I think people with ADHD should be encouraged to journal a lot more, because it's sometimes really hard, like we were saying, to reflect internally or verbalize, but to write it is so I kept so many journals when I was young, like dealing with being undiagnosed. Like, I think I wrote about like 13 journals. Like,
Yeah,
went through.
I had so many as well.
It's so helpful because you really get everything out in a really eloquent and coherent way, and you can read back on it and go, oh, okay, this is how I'm
Straight
feeling.
up.
I think journaling is a great step. And it doesn't have to be like intricate, like you don't have to have like a fancy diary with a lock. You can just, even on your phone, like on your notes, if you don't get
Yeah.
distracted and go on something else, just like journaling your thoughts and your, you know, even if they're really negative, write them down. It's
Write
better
them
to have them
down.
out than in. Better out than in.
Exactly that. And, you know, like, it's so much better when you get them out, because then you can actually realize what you're thinking and actually be a bit more rational.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, what can I do to help, you know, not push away necessarily, because you can't necessarily push away thoughts. They're always going to be circling around, but you can train your brain to, when you have those thoughts, not go into a spiral.
And let them dominate you, because
exactly,
your thoughts aren't real. Like, a lot of, I was reading this interesting thing, and it was, your thoughts aren't actually real. They are just words that exist in your head. They have nothing.
Yeah.
They are just, and I remember my psych saying this to me. She goes, you can think all you want, but it doesn't mean anything. They are literally like clouds.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you look at a cloud, it's there, but then when you go through it on a plane, there's nothing. It's just absolutely irrelevant. So write them down and don't let them, they shouldn't hold so much power.
They should not hold so much power. And, like, I think I was listening to a podcast, and the person doing the podcast was saying, I think it was 85, or it was in the higher, above 80% of your thoughts aren't going to ever happen. Like, your worries and stuff never ever
not
happen.
real.
That 15 or whatever percent it was is, maybe the likelihood of any of your thoughts happening for real.
Yeah, and your thoughts are not your feelings. Like, you know, I feel sick. That is real. Like, you can't just ignore that you're sick. Like, I'm vomiting. I'm definitely, but you thinking like, oh, something terrible is going to happen. How do you know? The future doesn't exist. You can't be worried about something that is tomorrow, because there's no such, that's getting very metaphysical and very, but it's true.
You don't have anything like tangible to work off for tomorrow.
Nothing. There's nothing.
So if you can't do anything about it,
it's not real.
It's very easy for me to say now, but if you can't do anything about it, then there's no way for you to keep overthinking and thinking about what will happen, you know. And like I said, it is very easy for me to say that in the moment, and that is very much a lifetime skill to develop.
Yeah.
But it's just something to always keep in the back of your mind, I guess.
Yeah. When you're in those gross moments. We'll talk a bit afterwards, but I think we will finish it here. I hope you guys had a bloody good time having a talk about periods, and I'll put some resources below. But remember,
thanks for having us, sister.
No, of course. And remember to follow Lois on her Instagram. Say the handle. It's nursing para student.
Nursing para student.
Whoa, amazing. And thank you so much once again. There's going to be more interviews. I want to keep doing them. So thank you so much for listening to the pod. Insert a round of applause for Claire and Lois. Woo! And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Don't forget the special offer to the Lucy Pod listeners, where you can get 10% off your first month of professional therapy at betterhelp.com/thelucypod. That's better, HELP.com/thelucypod.